Hi, my name is Professor Cyber, and I will be walking you through the third module for critical thinking. So far, you've demonstrated your ability to differentiate various modes of discourse. For instance, you know that an opinion differs from an argument. An opinion is usually highly rooted in personal taste and preference. Opinions are very subjective, whereas an argument is a claim that can be supported with evidence and logic. Therefore, arguments are usually more debatable than opinions are, and they're usually more sophisticated than opinions. To critically evaluate the validity of an argument, it is important to determine whether the evidence or reasoning used to support the argument makes logical sense. Can you precisely identify the flaws in someone's reasoning? If so, you're more likely to improve your own ways of thinking and constructing arguments. Have you ever been told by a parent or a partner, "If you leave me home alone tonight, you must not love me"? Or have you ever been tempted to drink or smoke because people say, "Oh, well, everybody's doing it"? Or have you ever been tempted to buy a product being hawked by a hot celebrity whose only real knowledge about the product is probably the sale price? If so, it's very possible that all of these people were using logical fallacies to manipulate your thinking. Logical fallacies are simply errors in logic. The term is derived from the Latin word fallere, meaning to deceive. Whether intentionally or unintentionally, politicians, lawyers, salesmen, and everyday people use logical fallacies to make their argument seem stronger or more persuasive than they really are. Once you are able to identify logical fallacies, you can make more rational and informed decisions about the ways you respond to others and about the ways you influence others. It helps to first dissect an argument into its two basic parts, the claim and the supporting evidence, or logic. Let's look at this example. I drank soda this morning, and by the afternoon, my headache went away. Therefore, soda must make headaches go away. First, let's ask ourselves, what is this person trying to prove? Or what is this person concluding? In this case, the conclusion, or claim, is that soda makes headaches go away. The evidence or logic they are using is that because they drank soda earlier and the headache went away later, that drinking soda caused the headache to go away. But where is the evidence that the soda was really the pain reliever? Perhaps it was the breakfast, the aspirin, or the meditation app that really caused the headache to vanish for this person. Regardless, there is no evidence that shows a causal relationship between the soda and the cure of the headache. This is an example of a false cause fallacy. It's important to know that just because X happens first and Y happens later, that does not necessarily mean that X caused Y to happen. Let's take a look at another example. Last year, 45% of men who viewed the show Family Guy had ringworm. Therefore, viewing Family Guy must induce parasites in male viewers. The conclusion or claim that is being made is that viewing Family Guy induces parasites in male viewers. What is the evidence or logic behind this? Just because 45% of the viewers had this parasite, that does not necessarily mean that watching Family Guy caused them to host the parasite. Even if the statistic was true, which it is not, it's very possible or even probable that this would be a mere coincidence, and that watching the show would not cause men to host this parasite. The false cause fallacy presumes that a real or perceived relationship between things means that one is the cause of the other. Before we take a look at some more logical fallacies, why don't we take a moment to review?